cloud parenting pets? Well, how about industrial-scale production of heirs? A massive scandal recently broke through the Wall Street Journal, and it's a total circus. The protagonist is Xu Bo, the chairman of Duoyi Network. This guy's life goal is straight out of a feudal nightmare. He wants to sire 50 sons, specifically high-quality ones, to inherit his business empire. His ex-girlfriend even piled on social media, claiming he might actually have over 300 children already. His company tried to do damage control, basically saying, hey, it's not that many. He's only got over 100 so far, and only 12 were born via surrogacy in the US. Think about that for a second. To this man, 100 children aren't family. They are asset allocations. He even ranted on Weibo about how his kids should marry Elon Musk's kids. It's a 21st century biological tech flex wrapped in a stale imperial obsession. When a Los Angeles family court judge saw the same name popping up on a mountain of surrogacy applications for unborn infants, they were floored. The judge eventually made a historic move and rejected his request, stating quite simply, "This exceeds the scope of normal parenting." In plain English, the law decided you're not trying to be a father. You're running a biological factory. But if Xu Bo is playing the quantity game, another tycoon named Guang Huiwu is playing The Sims Power Elite Edition. The former president of Hope Education reportedly spent tens of thousands of dollars buying eggs from American models and musicians to produce 10 daughters. His grand plan? Groom these girls to be bargaining chips for future power marriages with global elites. This isn't parenting, it's cultivating diplomatic assets. Then you have the high-level political drama, like the rumors surrounding former Foreign Minister Qin Gang and TV host Fu Xiaotian. Surrogacy in the U.S. has become the ultimate insurance policy for the Chinese power elite. Wealthy moguls and corrupt officials have turned scenic Southern California suburbs into mistress villages, where the surrogacy industry serves as a conveyor belt for laundering identities and securing a backdoor exit strategy. Why are they so obsessed with birthing in America? It boils down to one thing: birthright citizenship. The 14th Amendment was designed to protect freed slaves after the Civil War, giving them a legal home. Yet 140 years later, this compassionate piece of legislation has been hijacked as a parachute by some of the most cynical egoists on the planet. They fly over, or just wire the money to a surrogate, and get a passport on arrival. These people don't love America. They don't even care to understand its values. They view the U.S. as a useful idiot, exploiting legal loopholes while laughing at the naivete of the system. This brings us to the legal tug-of-war we've seen since 2025. Trump signed an executive order to scrap birthright citizenship 3 days after taking office, only to have it immediately blocked by lower courts. Now, in 2026, the case is finally reaching the Supreme Court. For the first time in over a century, a sitting president is personally showing up to the court to observe the proceedings. That's how thin the veil of decency has become. At the end of the day, the most disturbing part isn't the surrogacy itself. It's the sheer cold-blooded utility of it all. The children born in these mistress villages or breeding factories might grow up looking like their fathers, but they will never know a father's love that isn't tied to a contract or a trust fund. Their very existence is a transaction, a step on a ladder to social status. We are living in an era of shamelessness and hypocrisy. Whether it's nations enjoying the security of a superpower while refusing to pay their share, or billionaires getting rich off global trade only to spit on the laws of the countries they use as a safety net, it's the same parasitic logic. This behavior doesn't just destroy the individuals involved, it poisons the reputation of the entire community. Xu Bo's scandal is now a global punchline. If the U.S. Supreme Court doesn't draw a line in the sand soon, this breeding frenzy will eventually trample over what's left of our social conscience. For now, we wait for the verdict. Let's see how much longer the shameless get to keep winning.